Well, the infinity zone comes from basically the motion of the figure eight, which actually applies to the dynamics of the human body and the geometry of the human body, which has been recorded throughout history to follow very specific mathematical functions such as the golden mean and other things. When you learn to master the infinity zone, it applies in your physical and mental states. When you do it physically, then the motion, your body understands the motion because it is a perfect form and motion that gives you maximum energy and the maximum power in what you do by utilizing your whole body in the most effective way possible. In the analogy of a tennis game, you're working with projective geometry and you volley out into the world, so to speak, and then when the volley comes back to you, your mind is making calculations, millions of calculations a second, and you're going to be there when it comes back. And that's also true in life. When you're discussing something with somebody, you're in any other situation, you have a stimulus that comes from the outside world, and you have a response that comes from deep within inside of you. If you go far enough out into the external world, you go to that point of where, like there's a road that meets on the horizon that is called the infinity point, which is an aspect of projective geometry. And then you are infinite within yourself. And as you respond to the world and the world responds to you in a stimulus and response manner, it's actually a give and take of energy, which follows the figure eight. The figure eight also goes back and forth between the right and left sides of your brain. So there's an inner and outer perception, there's a right and left brain, there's a physical body, and the more you come to grasp it and understand it, the more you realize that it truly is a universal principle of energy. And it has to do with perfect form and motion, which is really self-apparent when you study the geometry that comes about.